clear, right? So your next topic is your assignment problem. So in assignment problem, the objective of the assignment problem is to assign a number of jobs to the equal number of person at a minimum cost or maximum profit. It should be or it should or maximum profit. For example, we have the four jobs, right? Maybe we have the one, two, three, four jobs and four peoples we have. So this in assignment problem, we have to assign each job to one person, and all are able to do all jobs. So these are the jobs, these are the persons. So all persons are able to do the all jobs first thing, but their efficiencies are always, that is different, and our cost for doing this is also different. Maybe that this cost C11, we may say the cost of the first person doing first job. Similarly, C12 is a cost of first person doing the second job. Similarly, so on. You can complete your this matrix. That in assignment problem, this matrix gives you the cost of job doing by respective person, or you say job. So our target is assign the jobs in a such a way so that our cost become minimum. One important thing, we should have the number of jobs is equal to number of persons, right? So I'm just going through with this. Suppose there are the n job to be performed, n person are available for doing these jobs, so these should be same first thing. Assume each person can do each job, so every person is able to do the all jobs but with different efficiency, and their cost, respective cost, is Cij, that is for cost of ith person assigned jth job. So our target to complete or assign the jobs to each persons, one job to each person in such a way your cost is your minimum. So, so these problem may be consist of assigning man to the office, classes to the rooms, and problem to the research team. These are the examples, right? So what is the mathematical formulation of this? So as we know that, as I already discussed here, we have the some kind of the your cost matrix, right? So if you assign the costs are given to the us, so we assign the first job one, maybe your A person, maybe B, maybe C, maybe D, but only one of them. So we may allocate here X, or you say Xij, to one of these, not all, at only one. Similarly, in second column, we also give the one assignment. In third column, we also give the one assignment. Fourth column, we also give the one assignment, because only one job is given to one person. No two job to one person, no two person for one job. So one person, one job, respectively. So that means the total allocation in this row is always one, because this job is assigned to one person only. So all other allocation are zero. Similarly for the next also, for each row respectively for each column also, because there should be only one allocation in each row and each column, right? So mathematical formulation. So this is the cost matrix as we already discussed. In normal optimization cases, we just multiply these costs with their allocations, that is x11, x12, x13, x14, and we can add. So we do that, that give you the cost function, that is z here, that is cij xij. But for these xij, these xij is 1 only if I person is assigned jth job. So we know that in each allocation in a such a way that is given to only one person. So at one place the allocation is there, so that we consider as 1, else we consider that x is equal to 0. So as I already discussed, in each row the sum of x should be 1, and in each column also the sum of all x are 1, because as I discussed with you, we give the only one allocation at each respective row and respective column, so that the sum of all these should be 1, because this person go for only one job, maybe first, maybe second, maybe third, but only one, not more than one job. So there is only one allocation here, right? So in each row our allocations are only 1. So total sum of all xij in your each row is 1, in each column is also 1, where xij is denote the jth job is to be assigned to the ith person, right? So in such a way we do the allocations. The this spatial structure of assignment problem allows a more convenient method of solution in comparison to the simplex method. As we know that this is your linear programming problem, so we can solve linear programming problem by the simplex method, but we have the more convenient methods here. So the method is your, or algorithm is known as your Hungarian method. So what kind of the program look like to you and how you can proceed, we can go with the example, and one to one we read these steps. So your program is like this. A department head has 4 subordinates and 4 tasks have to be performed. So we have subordinate, you say 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 4 jobs are there, A, B, C tasks are there. So subordinates differ in efficiency and tasks differ in their intrinsic difficulty. Each time each man would like to perform each task is given in the effectiveness matrix. So the effective matrix is given here. So it's given to us that person task A by the subordinate first is completing in this 8 unit. 8 unit is 8 hour you say, and by second subordinate complete this task by 26 hours. Third can complete this task in 17, and fourth can complete the same task in 11 hours. So if you look this, minimum time is taken by the first subordinate for particular this task. So obviously we always prefer to complete the task in minimum time. So the problem is of minimization time. So however, the task should be allocated to the each person so as to minimize the total man hour. So man hour should be reduced in this problem. So here these hours are given to us, so we allocate in such a way that each task can be given to one person only. One person, one task only. So what is your that Hungarian algorithm say? Just read a few of their steps, then we can proceed in a problem. It say subtract the minimum of each row of effectiveness matrix. That means in that matrix, you identify the minimum element of each row, and from all element of respective row. That means we can take the minimum element of first row and subtract from the first row, minimum element of second row and we subtract from the second row. Similarly, minimum element of third row and subtract from the third. Second step say, further modify the resulting matrix. The matrix we get is called modify matrix here. Subtracting the minimum element of each column from all element of respective column. So same way, choose the minimum value in each column and subtract from the column itself. Means first row we choose the minimum value from the matrix and subtract that from the each column. So up to here we can apply in your problem, then we check the algorithm further. So in your first row, if you see where we have the 8 is minimum, so we subtract the 8 from first row, that means we get here 0. We subtract 8 from this, we get the 18. Here we get the 9, here we get the 3. So you make the new matrix for this. Here we have the 4 is the minimum in this. So if we subtract from each element of this second row, we get here 9, 24, 0, and 22. And here we have the 15 is minimum, so we subtract the 15 from this, that give you a 23, 4, and 3, and 0. Similarly, in last row we have the 10 is minimum, so if we subtract we get here 9, 16, 14, and 0. So after doing this, you can check second step. Second step says again do column wise same thing, means you subtract the each minimum element of each column from that particular column itself. Like if you see here in first column we have the 0 is minimum, so subtracting 0 from anyone can unchange your result. In second we have the 4 is minimum, in third again we have the 0, in fourth again we have the 0. So we needed to actually subtract 4 from second column only, right? So if you subtract 4 from this column, you get here 14, 20, 0, and 12. So after doing this, after completing this two steps, you get your this matrix. So now what we do with this one, just read the step number 4 first in algorithm 3 and 4. It said draw the minimum number of horizontal line and vertical line to cover all zeros in the resulting matrix. So we get a matrix after subtracting the minimum element from each row and column in their respective row and column only. If that number of line, after that we draw the minimum number of line to cut, or you say cover, all the zeros in resulting matrix. So let the minimum number of line is n. So if this n is equal to number of row and number of column, because number of row and number of column are same, it should be same in assignment problem of the given matrix, then the optimal assignment can be made. So if that number of lines are equal to number of row, or you say number of column, that means assignment is possible at this stage. So so make the zero assignment, and for the zero assignment we need to go for the step 6. But if the number of lines are less than number of row or number of column, that we needed to go for the step 4. So what is step 4 says? Step 4 says the smallest element in matrix not covered by these n line, those line you trace, draw in your step 3, leave those element, covered element. You just choose minimum element or smallest element from uncovered element, first thing. Then subtract this minimum element from all uncovered element, second thing. Third, add the same element, that minimum element, at intersecting point, or that is horizontal vertical lines are intersect at those points. the second modification matrix is obtained. So in step 5 it say repeat the step third and fourth until the minimum number of line is equal to your number of row and number of column. So we can try in our example. So once you subtract minimum element from each row, you get this one. After that you can subtract minimum element from each column. So here 0, but here we have the 4. If we subtract, I write here the 14 and 20 and your 0 and your 12. So I just modified this here only. So now we have the this column instead of this one, right? So this is 14 actually. So we get this matrix. After getting this matrix, after getting this matrix, this is called the modify matrix. We need you to cover the zeros. We have the 1 0 here, 1 0 here, 1 0 here, and 3 0. So we try to cover these zeros. One way is only you draw the 4 vertical line or 4 horizontal line just to cover these zeros. Sorry, but we are trying for the minimum number of line. So first of all, I cover this line because in this we have the 2 zeros. Then we can cover this one, first 0. Then in second row we cover this 0. Now we may cover this 0 also. Now if you see here, number of line are 1 2 3 and 4. These are the 4 number of lines we have. So after doing this, if this number of lines, that is capital N, is equal to your number of row and column, that means the solution is optimal, can be calculated from this stage only. So in our case, number of minimum lines are 4 and row and column are 4. So we can go for the optimal solution, and for that we need you to go for the step 6, that say that 0 assignment you can mark. How we can mark that? I just go through with the algorithm first and then apply in your problem.
सर इसमें हम वर्टिकल भी तो ले सकते हैं सर, 4 ही लाइंस लगी उसमें.
We can take the vertical also, no problem. It's your choice, right?
फिर सर उसमें एलिमेंट्स नहीं बचेंगे फिर तो.
We needed to take the minimum number of row. So if you first we tried to cover the maximum number of zeros, so that's why I cover this one first. After that you can choose these 3 state. You may eliminate this one, or you may choose this third one. Again we have the one vacant row, but in this case, when your minimum rows are equal to number of row and column, if minimum number of lines are, then we have to stop this. No need we not require this, right? So in this problem we are not doing anything else, right? So I am just going for the next step. In this particular example, we not require this one, step number 4. We not require this 4th step, because our number of n is equal to number of small n, that is number of line is equal to number of row. So we directly go to the step 6. So in coming example, we may go for this discussion about the step 4. So here, to make the 0 assignment, how we can make 0 assignments? Examine the row successively until exactly single 0 is found. You check first row if there is a single 0 or not. If single 0, you can mark this box on that. If we have the 2 0 in the first row, go for the second. If again we have the 2 or 3 0, then again go for the third, until you get the single 0 in a row. So once you get the single 0, mark this 0 by this, then mark cross on over all 0 is lying in the column of marked 0. So where you mark this box now, check the corresponding column. and if there is any zero, just cross those zeros, right? Showing that they cannot be assigned for further, because they cannot be assigned further because in each row and column we have only one assignment. So continue in this manner until all rows has been examined. Repeat same procedure for the column also. So same thing you can repeat for the column also if we complete the row procedure first. So repeating the step 6 successively until one of the following situation arise. What are these situation? If no unmarked zero is left, first thing. If there lie more than, suppose we have the more than one of unmarked zero in any column or zero, so which can be resolved from the, cannot be resolved from the above step, then we can mark arbitrarily that zero and mark a cross in corresponding row or column. Right? Sorry. So repeat the process until no mark zero is left in the matrix. Exactly one mark zero in each row and each column is obtained. The assignment corresponding to these marked zero will give the optimal assignment. So now, but we have to. So at this stage, you can write this matrix. So I'm just removing these lines. So now we have this one, right? This one we have. So up to here we have done, right? So after subtracting the 4 from this column, we are left with your 40, 20, 0 and 12. After that we draw the lines, and that is only for the checking. So we have the 4 lines, right? So now what we need to do for the zero sign, first row, you check your first row. In first row we have only one zero. So if we have the more than one, then we can go for the second one. But in our example, we have the only one zero. So mark box in your first row. Then check corresponding column. If in this column we have again any zero, we can just cross that zero. Cross marking. But in our example, we have no zero. So now we assign first row 1 0, then check for the second row. So in second row, we also have the only 1 0. So if we have the more than one, then we can go for the next row. But in our example, we have only 1 0. So I'm marking this as your box. Cover this by box. And corresponding column. Check is there any 0. In our example, we have no 0. If we have 0, we can mark that as a cross. But in our example, we have no 0 in this column. Now check third row. See here, we have a 2 0. So if we have the more than 1 0, leave this. Go for the next row. In next row, again, we see we have the only 1 0. So cover this 0. Now check corresponding column. We have 1 0 also. So cross this 0 first. Right? If we have more than 1 0, we cross all zeros in column respective to your this box. Now row wise we have done. Now start column wise. Column wise we already done the assignment in first column. Now check the second column. So second column we also have 1 0. So we assign that and check corresponding row. All 0 as marked. So now third and fourth already assigned. Now at this stage you check. In each row we have only one assignment, and each column we also have the one assignment. So this is the final optimal assignments. So what you have assigned here, these are the your persons, jobs. These are your jobs A, B, C, and D, and these are the subordinates we have. Your first one, second one, third subordinate. So if you see this, your first job is assigned to your subordinate first. Second job is assigned to your third subordinate as per as the rectangular box marking, and C job is assigned to your second subordinate. So only one job is assigned to one subordinate. So this D job is assigned to your fourth subordinate, right? Now, after doing these are the assignment, you see the corresponding cost. So as in your statement, we have the one, it is 8. So we can mark here 8 hours, and your B for third is your 4. We mark here 4. C second, that is 90, and D 4 is your 10. So these are the hour taken by these respectively. If we add all these four, that give you a minimum cost. So it is 29 plus 4, 33 and 8, 41. So after doing this, that 41 hour is your minimum. Right? So this is your first example. We may do one more example. And this is a important one. A car hire company has one car at each of 5 depots A, B, C, D, E. A customer require a car in each city. So we have the 5 city A, B, C, D, E, capital. So each city we have the requirement of the cars, and we have the 5 depot where we have the car. So from which depot we can send the car to your this A, B, C, D. So that we needed to assign by using the assignment problem. So distance is given in kilometer between the depot from where we can send the car and the town where is destination. So we can send a car from A depot to from depot small a to city capital A. Its distance is 160 kilometer. So always we prefer to send the vehicle from where distance is minimum. So we can try to send this kilometer distance to reduce this distance, and as in front markets, right? So we prefer for the minimum, but data is given is maximum, right? Distance is given, so that is your maximum kind of problem. So if we have problem is of maximum, so if our problem is your maximization type, so this is your maximization kind of problem. Previous one is we minimize your cost. So if your problem is your this is the so in that case we can maximization problem, we try to convert that into a minimization type first. For that we choose the sorry for distance also we have the distance so we needed to minimize your this distance. So minimize this distance, the same minimization type of problem. This is not maximize, sorry. So in this also we can subtract the minimum element from first row. So we have the 130 is minimum here, so we can subtract 130 from each. Second row we have the 120 is minimum, so we can subtract 120 from each second row elements. We're doing this. So after doing this we get this matrix. From this your third we have the 110 is minimum. So that is, if you subtract 100, then we get 30, 0, 45, 60, and 75. Similarly, you can complete your matrix. You can subtract minimum element from each row. After doing this, you can subtract minimum element from each column. First column we have the 0, second column we have all 0, third column we have 10. So subtract 10 from third column, 30 from fourth column, and 55 from your last column. So once you do that, you get your this modified matrix. So as in this we have the 5 0, so we can cut this by the straight line. Then we have 2 0 here, so we prefer to cut this by the row wise so that the more zeros can be crossed. And here also we have the 2 0. We may do for this also, but we try for the minimum lines. So that's why we use the line horizontally instead of vertically, because horizontal line covered 2 0 in a single line. So now it's at this stage you see the minimum line to cover all zeros are 3 in this example. But if you see, we have the number of row and number of columns are 5. So this is your less than this. Now we require the step number 4. And what the step 4 says? Step 4 says choose the minimum element. Kindly listen carefully. Choose the minimum element from the uncovered. So we have the uncovered elements. These are the uncovered elements. Choose minimum element is 15. So we subtract 15 from each all these. So once you subtract 15, this become 15, 20, 15, 0, 5, 15, 20, 15. Subtract 15 from all. 5, 10, 0, and 0. So do this. Subtract from all. Also, after subtracting the minimum element, uncovered element minimum from each uncovered element, you also add these intersecting points. So add this minimum element, that is 15 itself. You subtract add these intersecting points. So these two intersecting points we have. So we add 15 at these 2 points also. Please add at these points and subtract from the all uncovered element. So once you do that, you get this matrix. You can match this. If you want, we get here 5, 10, 0, 0. At these location, we get the 15 because we add 15 at intercept. Once you do that, you again cover the zeros. So if you see here, we have the 3 0 in this. So we cover these by column wise because it cover maximum 0. Now here we have 2 0, so we can cover this again. Now we have the 1 0, so we can cover this by using this one. You may use this one or you may use this one. It's your choice, doesn't affect your answer. So at this stage, you say the 5 lines are covered zeros, so which is equal to number of row and column. So once you do that, it requires the zero assignment. So how you do that zero assignment? Now you again make the this matrix. I'm just assigning the zeros in the same one. In first row, you see in problem when you do that, you make the fresh table, please. So at this, you see we have the 2 0, leave the first row. Second, we also have the 2 0, leave this also. Third, we have only 1 0. So mark your this box at this. And corresponding column zeros, you just cross those. Like now, go for the fourth, we have the 2 0. Go for the fifth, we have 2 0. Now start column wise. Now this 0, we can mark this 0 and cross corresponding zeros in row. Now go for the third column, we have 1 0 here. Third column we have 1 0, corresponding row, cross the zeros please. Now fourth column we have also 1 0. Fourth column and cross the corresponding 0. Now again go row wise, we have the only 1 0 here, so mark this 1 0. Now we have the assignments here. This first is assigned to this fifth one, second to this third, third is to second, fourth to first, fifth to fourth, and you just mention these assignment like this: A, E, B, C, C, B, D, E. Means we can send to city A from the E depot, city B from the C depot, city C from the B depot, and their corresponding cost you can check from the master table or given matrix only please. Right, so same location, you just took these values, that is the distance, so you can add all these distance. That is the minimum distance covered by your vehicles once you transport each to the respective your cities. Right, hope so it's okay. You can try your this one problem yourself. You can note this, right? You can try this problem yourself. This is also minimization problem. As in previous example, I discussed about the maximization type. So that maximization type problem I can discuss in your coming lecture. So you can try this problem please. So I'm stopping.